Hello everybody, welcome back to Hermitcraft. It appears we have been April Fool pranked. Yes, that's a thing. Look, my eye is wearing glasses, and he's wearing the kind of glasses that were getting beat up at school. I'm not gonna lie. But let's take a look at everything. Nope, that's wrong. That's right. Okay, your eye was tired of staring at the sun, so I gave it glasses. April Fools. Wells. Oh dear, Wells. Oh dear, dear, dear. We're going to have to take drastic action, I'm afraid. Haven't decided what yet, but it's going to be drastic. Let's be honest. It's me you're talking about. So we're going to go down and we're going to... I do have a silk... I do have my silk touch. That's all right then. Might as well use brown slate clay. So I'm gonna take. Oh, I see what he's done. Right. So let's do it this way. And boop. Okay. So I'm gonna make my way down there, and hopefully not kill myself. I actually have feather falling boots. I should put those on. In fact, between now and the time you last see me, yeah, I died a hideous death and lost everything. I'm blaming Fools for that one because it's kind of her fault. I wasn't going to stay at the Guardian Farm that long. I just did. Anyway, boop. Right, so and you had to use the yellow. You had to use the yellow. That's oh ooh. No. Okay, I'm gonna take this off, and then I think what I might do is I might take that top layer off of the eye, and then put in, because I've got, I can't put in coal. Can't put in coal that clay. Oh, typical. And now my eye is free of the glasses, but now I need to get up to there. So I am going to use the yellow stained clay that was so lovely provided for me. Thanks. And I'm going to use the very old, very traditional method of just waiting for everything else to despawn. Hooray! And we're sealing back up, and that stuff should despawn. I'm going to go sleep. Yeah, so any ideas on how to get Wells back, let me know in the comments. It's always fun and games when people want to decide that they want to play. Let's play, Wells. Okay, so let's get on to the thing that I actually wanted to do today, because believe it or not, not the plan. Not the plan. Today's plan was to put the evil eye in the base. Now, for those of you who don't know, I run a patron server. Now, one of my patrons, Pushpock, had a redstone mechanical eye that moved, and I said, "Oh, consider it stolen." I say that a lot to my patrons, and that's sort of like a running joke that we have now. I have stolen a few of their things, but I do tell them when I steal it, and I do credit them if I can remember who did it. That is a problem with mine, because my memory is not great when it comes to going, for example, I'm pretty sure that's Azuma's house. I could be wrong. So I'm terrible with names. So, anyway, no, not names. People who build stuff, although I am terrible with names as well. Anyway, but Pushpock, I definitely know, did this one, because he did me a little video tutorial about it. And the video tutorial you can find here. I am sort of going to go through the little steps that he goes through, but not in as much detail. So if you want to know how to build the eviler eye, go and see Pushpock's video here, because it's awesome. Anyway, so this is the stuff that Push said you would need, aside from blocks that you need to make the eye and the box to put it on. So this is all the generalized gubbins that you are going to need to make your moving evil eye. So do I really need to go through this? You can see what I'm doing right now. Fine. 44 pistons, 2 sticky pistons, about 10 torches, 6 redstone repeaters, 4 redstone comparators, 4 droppers, 4 hoppers, a lever, and about a stack of redstone. So I've got over a stack of redstone, so you know it should be fairly easy to work with. And I've also got myself an extra piston, which I do not. I'm going to take it anyway because why not? I hate making pistons. It is actually genuinely the one thing that I actually loathe doing. So I'm going to go up, and I'm going to go up from about here, I think, and probably do things from a distance. Okay, so that is the first step. Please excuse the screaming children outside. They are having fun, and I am not heinous enough to say stop having fun. I'm recording because I'm not evil. So yes, so that's 11 by 11 pistons, which is why we needed 44 pistons, because 11 times 4 is, yeah, I'm not going to do basic maths with you. Okay, so that's the thing, and now I need to build my eye in front of it. Okay, so this is my design. The reason why I've chosen this this corner pattern, I could put it up there, but I'd already pillared down, so I couldn't be bothered. Yeah, that's basically how I roll. Now, I put these little corner things in because they shouldn't be seen through the window, and I think all the window is covered with that eye. So I'm gonna nip to the front to see how the eye itself looks. Let's have a look. Let's pick up the things that we're going. Bounce. Right, so that's what it looks like. So that's it looking down in the corner. Now we need to get it moving. Now this is going to be the bit that makes me cry. Okay, so I'm using brown stained clay. The reason I'm using brown stained clay is because it gets slightly transparent apparently from the back of the eye when it moves. So I'm using the colour of the thing, so it sort of looks like it may be fading in and out of existence. So, you know, that's my theory, and that's how it's going to be used. So it's basically a line with redstone on top, and now I've got to do the ones at the sides, which is apparently a bit more tricky. I'm going to watch the video fully, and I suggest if you want to copy it, you do the same. Okay, so I've done a thing. And you know what? I need to test it. I need to test it with more than just a button, because I've been doing this with a button, and it looks like they all fire at once, because that's the control block there. Yeah, I think that's not the control block. That's the block that you need to power to get all of those pistons firing at once. It's just the one behind there that I'm having. Ooh, it's the one that it's. That one I'm having difficulty seeing. Okay, so all of these pistons fire at once. So actually, that works. Video can be a little bit difficult to follow at times. My advice to you is pause the video, place the blocks, then faff with the redstone. So basically, this primary block, once I powered this, all this stuff will power up there. And then all this stuff will power down here, and there is like a double inversion kind of thing. Yeah, this is how good I am at redstone. I sort of vaguely know what's going on, but, you know, just in general, not a chance. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Yee! I did it! All pistons are firing. Thank you, Push. Your directions so far, they work. They're a little bit difficult to follow, but they work. Ooh. So yes, when you're talking, right, let me just say, when you're mentioning things like bud switches, and you're talking to a newbie, probably don't. Is my suggestion. Just don't mention the word bud switch, because I'm just like, sorry, what? Oh, okay. In fact, I'm going to go down. I've already fallen off once today. So if I do this, surely that should do that one. And in the middle, I do the same thing. Right? Right. Okay, now for the random firing aspect. And now I've moved the eye from there to up to there. So it does actually work. Now I need to think some more about how the next bit goes. I think I need to take my scaffolding down. Possibly. Okay, so this is what I've got. So about 5 blocks down from this layer here, you get the pistons. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks down. Sounds about right, actually. Yeah, 6 blocks down from there. The piston goes directly under it. Hey, and then we have to go around in a squircle. So the droppers are pointing into the hoppers, right? So, and then we go boop, 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 make it long. And then boop, 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 make it long. Boop, 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 make it long. Boop, 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 make it long. Right, so this is our little clock thing. And next to the, to these things, we're going to put some comparators, I believe they're called. Crikey, you can tell I don't redstone, can't you? Why did I say yes? Show me how to redstone this thing. I mean, it's not too bad because, you know, science teacher. Now, these things all need to face away. So they need to face that way, right? And I don't think I do anything to these. Why is that on? I don't think that should be on. Why is that on? What is causing that to be on? What is causing that to be on? Oh. Never mind. Gonna take that off. Right, gonna turn that off. So glad that was there. Right, that's on. They're all firing. Okay, maybe it's supposed to be on. Maybe I've done something wrong. I don't think I have. I mean, I probably have, but that's just me being failure at life. Let's try that again. Yeah, it's definitely on. What is charging that? I don't understand. I don't know what I'm doing, but you know, sod it. Maybe that's a thing. That one's on as well. Have I done it too low down? I think I may have done it too low down, so something's interfering with it. Okay, moving everything up one. Okay, so it was in the wrong location. I brought it up. Right, so this thing has got to be able to trigger this thing. And I'm not sure it's able to do that, I'll be honest. I'm not sure it's over far enough. My gut feeling is that there should be some... that this should be further across and this should be lower down. But that's my gut feeling. I'm going to see how it works. If not, I'll try and... I don't know. I'll do a thing. I'll do a thing, maybe involving just a redstone pulse. Maybe I don't know. I don't know redstone enough to do it. But yes, that's how it goes. You don't have a thingy there, but everything else was right, I think. Okay, so this is a redstone clock. I actually know what this is. What this is. I know, shocking. This is it turned off. Right, so this is a redstone clock. It goes around here, triggers the dropper, which then shoots something up into the hopper, which then triggers the pulse, maybe. Once I've got stuff in there, I'm going to do that next. This bit is to turn it on and off. Now, this block here. Now, turning on that block turns on this block here, which means that this block can be powered by that redstone. So that block will conduct a charge. This is me learning, see? This is for those people who have no idea how this works. Now, this block here, I'm not entirely sure why it lifts up, but it's supposed to do that, and I'm assuming it's to do with moving a charge. So this comparator goes up here, sends a charge through this block, which sends a charge through this block, which does something here. I don't know what it does. I don't know what it does. I'll be honest, this is new to me, but But it works, because if I do this and leave it on, then this clock will keep going. Yeah. Nothing's firing randomly here because it doesn't need to. Why is that supposed to be on? I mean, none of these pistons have triggered, so I'm assuming that should be on. Right, turn that off again. Yeah, that should be on. And then that'll keep going. Right, the next bit is to get, like, stackable and unstackable items. Let's not touch that. Stackable items to go inside. And that's where the magic happens, I'm guessing. Okay, so to test that this actually works, I'm going to put something in the dropper now. If it's a non-stackable item like a sword, when it goes into the hopper, it should put out a stronger signal, which should fire all this, than if it's a non-stackable item. At least that's the logic that my friend's given me. So if I just do that. Where has that sword gone? Okay, so it's in the drop. Okay. So if I... See, this is the problem doing things live. So if I put something there, and then... Right. If I put in a stackable item, no, that triggers it as well. Where's it gone? There. It stays in the dropper. But if the clock oh, I see. So if the clock fires, it should shove it back into the dropper, which means that's why you have to have a mixture of stuff. Okay, so these ones are a little far out. So what it actually needs is a bit of redstone to trigger that one. Okay, so we're going to do it on the brown blocks because that's important to me. No, it's not. It's not really important. It just means I know which blocks I can break out at the end of this. Okay, so that should trigger something. It should trigger something. So I'm just going to put in, like, random stuff. Should it be in the dropper or should it be in the hopper? So it affects it if it's in the dropper or not. Okay. Well, we'll see what we can do. I am very silly. I am very silly. Because apparently, this is just connected like this. Boom, boom, boom. That's how that's connected. And on both sides, yeah. Very, very, very silly. I mean, you've got to get it in the right location, which I didn't have, like, twice in a row. Because I am very, very, very silly. Okay, right. So, that is connection 1 and 2. And now, the slightly more complicated, I think, connections to the bottom and the top. So, I'm going to have a look at see how that works. Okay, so for the connections going up, it's basically this one coming out here onto these 2 blocks, which then go up here, torch tower, and then across up to trigger that one. Apparently the down one's going to be a lot trickier. I say a lot trickier, probably a bit trickier. A little bit trickier, but probably same deal, coming out with a 2 and then maybe going down, but I need to go and look. Can I just point out that Pushpock, his videos make sense. I just don't pay attention. So the problem and all the mistakes that were made were because I didn't listen. So yeah, that's what you get if you try and teach me something new. Okay, so a bit the same on the other thing. It comes out of this one, goes down, powers that. Whoop. And then powers that one that makes the redstone, which makes it go. I really hope this works. Like, seriously. Right, let's hit the go-to button. Go! Oh, hello. Are you actually working? Oh, it's actually working. Let's go down the stairs and have a look. Oh, it's moving. Look at it. Look at it move. Look at it go. And you see the little... Yeah, that's because it's phasing in and out of existence of the world. And then it's actually staring. I think that's a perfect juncture for a screenshot. It moves! It moves! It moves! It moves! Now we need to figure out how to get it triggered from down below. That's gonna have to be some kind of torch tower. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Pushbox. That is just the most beautiful thing to ever beautiful. You are the sunshine of my very, very small, pitiful life. And I'm sorry for not listening to you before. But you know how things are. And you know me. So, to be fair, you should have really expected it. So, really, that's your fault. I'm going to take away these signs from Wells. So, yes, remember. Pranks for Wells. Okay, so in order to turn it on and off... what we have to do is we have to make like a torch tower down the bottom here. Push suggested slab tower, but this is one I actually know how to do. And the thing is, you can't hear it turn on from down here because the piston sound just doesn't work. There we go, it's moving. Oh, I like this. Oh, it's looking around. It's great. Oh, that's great fun. Oh, I like it. That's brilliant. Oh, that is the best thing. It just moves and it looks around, and I should turn it off. Let's just check that this actually does turn it off. I know it turns it on. And I think that's it turned off. Oh my goodness, I have an all-seeing eye. I now need to take all this crud down. Oh dear. And there are a couple of things that I wanted to look at outside, well, inside really. The Hermit and Herald, or at least the new things. And this is please publish. Okay, thanks, bye. Now, I have already been and plundered this a little bit because Joe said I needed leather. But Zuma's Cell, Kepler Poem, and Killer Speech. So these are poems that Joe has kindly oh my goodness. Yeah, Joe makes poems. They're not necessarily no, actually, I've changed my mind. Joe is the pinnacle of poem excellence on this server. So yeah, there is no better poet than Joe on this server, and those are works of his genius. Now, they will be published with appropriately flowery praise by the poetry critic, which is me. Mob delivery service provided by Derp. Fabulous. Oh, and they've moved her. This is Evil Edna. Evil Edna is our witch in rehab. The last thing I said, they'd put him in here with yeah, there lots of people have named this guy, but not really. But yes, Evil Edna. Oh, this is now her rehabilitation. They haven't mentioned anything about payment yet. So however, I did see their videos and they did mention the fact that it was quite easy to do. So they've not said anything. They've not left a book or anything. So How much is a witch worth? How much would a witch chuck with witch chuck could chuck witches? Yes, there appears to have been some there's police Sheriff False. Oh, Sheriff False. Sheriff False. She's oh, they've investigation in progress. Super secret sapling society storage system. Ooh. There lies a buried treasure. Try not to die. I'm probably not going to do that just yet, but I might do that on another episode. Oh, look! I'm pretty sure this was a Zuma prank. I think I was there for his prank. This is obviously a false prank with all the police cars. And there's another prank going on there. So yes, for those of you who don't know, we did a Hermitcraft live stream recently. My Eden is up on my channel, like the full thing. But yes, it looks like since I started, and I started by pranking False, things have got out of hand on the server. Zuma did this, and then I'm assuming that is another prank gone right, I suppose. So yes, there's lots of stuff going on. But I am actually tired because that redstone took an awful lot out of me. I don't know if I'm gonna get ready on the Herald next. Probably the Herald is next on my list, and then we'll do some more work on the tower. So I'm gonna try and alternate between these two, so you know I actually get something done. So I've been ZombieCleo. This has been Hermitcraft. Look at that beast of an eyeball. Class dismissed.